Ever fancied battling against the forces of darkness? Well, that's exactly what we get to do in the Lamplighters League. Hello and welcome to the Critically Curious. I'm the Monk, and today we're going to be reviewing this game. Now, Lamplighters League is a real-time / turn-based strategy game. It's been developed by Harebrained Schemes and published by none other than Paradox Interactive. Now, this game offers true turn-based combat style strategy in which you have to clear the level in turn-based combat. However, it does try to integrate with real-time strategy as you get to go across the map and stealth your way past guards. Throughout this game, you will come across 3 different forces of darkness, and you will have to battle them with scoundrels and misfits. Sneak, steal, and shoot your way through pulp adventure. Now, upon release, this is available on Windows and, of course, the Xbox Series S and X, and will set you back around £41. Now, this game is set in 1932 and introduces you into this turn-based combat area in which you get to recruit allies, you get a little base, you get to upgrade your troops, you even get to apply unique cards to your characters, giving them a little bit of a twist. Now, at times I found the game a little bit bizarre in the different elements that it was trying to integrate into the game. However, I did actually really enjoy myself while playing. Nothing is terribly overcomplicated. The tutorial is probably a little bit lacking, although everything was explained enough for me to get on board with what we were doing. What I did find is the further I got into this game, the more and more I liked it. At the beginning, I felt like it was missing a little bit of personality, but as you go through the game collecting more companions, the personalities begin to shine, especially within those cutscenes, especially within the completing the mission, going back to the base, and the dialogue options that there are. This is a fully voice acted game, and the voice acting is actually really good.
You may know it under one of its other names, the Axis Mundi, the World Tree, the Tower of Babel.
Oh, you're an archaeologist then. That's disappointing.
I am no archaeologist, Monsieur Lejeune, and my rivals in this race are even less so. I want to preserve the tower. My enemies want to ransack it.
But it can fall into yours, huh?
I couldn't help but get real The Mummy kind of vibes from this game. For anyone that likes those kind of like Indiana Jones or The Mummy movies, I was getting those vibes while playing this game. Taking on the role of scoundrels, battling evil, and finding odd artifacts was kind of thrilling and exciting. And the further throughout the game you go, the more abilities you unlock, meaning you have more and more things that you're able to do with your companions throughout battle. Of course, you've got your classic just, take cover and shoot. You've got your classic Overwatch as well. But as you go through this game, you get some really interesting and unique abilities. And every single character has a unique playing style. So trying to find the correct combination for you in the way that you want to play is an important part of this game. For the most part, this is a 3-party squad battle, but every now and again you will have 4 people that will be on your side within your squad to go up against some serious numbers. And depending on which difficulty you're playing on, and of course whether you're at the beginning or at the end of the game, the number of AI on the field can be kind of tremendous at times. Performance-wise, I had no issues with this game whatsoever while actually playing a level. The levels were incredibly smooth. I had no dashboarding, no no crashes or anything like that. Where this game struggled seemed to be on actually loading up the levels, or when you complete a level and then moving on to your home base. It was just so clunky and choppy and could perhaps use a little bit of polish. One of the things that I enjoyed the most, though, was the stealth side. I enjoyed being able to, in the real-time strategy side of it, move in and out of the areas, trying to avoid eye contact and line of sight, trying to avoid making that noise. It's a little bit bare bones, to be fair, when it comes to the stealth side. Unfortunately, within other strategy games, you're able to do a lot more ability-wise. Maybe they will change this in the future, introduce some extra things within a DLC perhaps, but for me it's a little bit bare bones, but I still really enjoyed it. On the later difficulties though, the strategy side, the stealth side, is going to be so difficult because there are so many guards and patrols and things for you to have to think about, and of course you are lacking those abilities to be able to truly lead guards off their patterns. One thing I enjoyed very much within a game though was a sense of agency, in a sense that I could pick which missions that I wanted to do, who I wanted to recruit, and of course the way about I get to complete those missions as well, whether it is just going loud or whether it is trying to stealth your way through as much of the level as possible. A small gripe would be the fact that we get into a lot of battles, and unfortunately there's essentially no real looting. You can kill up to 50 enemies within a single level, those levels taking anywhere from half an hour to 90 minutes, and at the end of it you're not going to be able to loot those bodies, the weapons those people had. You're not going to be able to loot. I feel like it is a basic mechanic in most of these kind of games and lacking here, unfortunately. There are instead loot items that you can find scattered around the map, that being bandages or grenades or even just supplies that you can bring back to base. But still, that basic ability to be able to loot the field afterwards, I would have loved to have seen it in this, and I was actually surprised that it wasn't in there to begin with. When all things considered, this is actually a rather enjoyable game. It's certainly lacking in places, but if you're looking for a turn-based combat game to play, perhaps you finished a lot of the other ones out there, then this could be the one to fill that void until the next one comes out. For £40, this game will take you anywhere from 20 to 40 hours to complete. So price range, it may be a tad expensive. I would possibly wait until it goes on sale. However, that being said, this is available on day one from release on Game Pass as well. I'm going to give this game a 7.5 out of 10. All in all, I enjoyed my experience. I wouldn't rush to go and get it, but it is one of those games that once you actually start playing and the more you get into them, the more it will grow on you. And of course, if you've watched to the very end of the review, a big thank you to you. Don't forget to comment red banana down below. Just confuse all those people new to the channel or that didn't watch to the very end. And of course, as ever, I will see you in the next video real soon. Until then, take it easy and happy gaming.